Your perfection has begun, shining like a midnight sun. Out of darkness I have come. I see God in everyone. Let me be an instrument, guided by an heaven sent. May these grapes of paper melt, alchemized to love's content. Ever be a sacrament, knowing God is my intent. God, let me know your name. Hold me in the same breath as your word. Oh, how you astound me with your grace. Rolling like a thundercloud, let me live my love out loud, standing for mankind and proud, baptized in a holy shroud. Peace be still and know me now, God is in all I found. God, let me know your name. Hold me in the same breath as your word. Oh God, I feel you all around. Oh, how you astound with your grace. God, let me know turning and hold me in the same breath as your word. God, oh, how you astound with your grace. Spinning like a fairfield, turning like Ezekiel's voice, turning like a kiss, seals the spirit of God. Knowing what I hear for, distant shores, knowing from the infinite, God in everyone. Out of darkness I have come, I see God in everyone.
Someone kills me.
For those who didn't recognize it, that was Jamie Lula along with Gary Lynn's Lloyd. Fabulous people, fabulous. Is the microphone picking me up?
It is.
Yeah.
It would be better if you held it.
I know, but if it's picking me up, I'll just talk a little louder.
Okay, we can try
I
that.
thought you had a headphone.
No. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, whoever you are, whatever you bring with you, you are welcome here. Science of Mind is it's not a small teaching. It's a very large teaching. And you can spend your whole life learning about it. But there are 4 kind of top summary ideas in the Science of Mind that I just want to go through. And this is probably going to be part of our regular service. So the people who are new to us can learn about us, and those of us who have been around for a while can remember. The first is all thought is creative and influential. Your word is important. The words you use outside, but more importantly, the words you use inside, how you think and talk to yourself. But thought is incredible. It's important. Second, there is only God. Anything that we think is evil or wrong or a problem is due to number 1. All thought is creative, and humans keep thinking. So anything that seems to be evil is in the mind of the person thinking and the person receiving it and terming it is evil. Okay? All there is God. Which leads to number 3. Everything in our experience is either a call for love or an expression of love. And there are absolutely no exceptions. And frequently, they come together. Okay? I express what I think is love, and I don't quite get it right, and it really is a call for love. Okay? So, but everything is either an expression of love or a call for love. No exceptions. And finally, you are whole, perfect, and complete, just as you are right now. Because at the very core of you is spirit. And you were created whole, perfect, and complete. And the bad news, or the good news, is you can't do anything about it. You cannot change that fact. You can behave like you don't remember that, but nothing changes. That you have been whole, perfect, and complete from the moment of your birth, and nothing has changed. You can want to change how you express. You may not be happy with how you're expressing, but that doesn't change the essential goodness that you always have been and always will be. And that's what we teach in numerous courses and lots of books. Okay? So we're going to stand and sway to our opening song.
Yourself in
We have two quick announcements. There's going to be a community meeting today after service, and another one next Sunday.
And it'll be online after service too, right?
Yes, we'll have it on Zoom. And then we'll vote on the 9th for the new Board of Trustees. So bring your questions, bring your concerns, bring your dreams. We are beginning a new beginning. You know, we are reinvigorating an old growth, and we need your ideas. I'm teaching a class on Zoom on the mental equivalent. It starts this Wednesday. It's 5 weeks, so it runs to the first week of December because we skipped the week of Thanksgiving. So if you're interested, I got flyers out front. Our website has not been updated, so keep talking to us about what's going on for at least another week or two. So if you join me now for our invocation. In the continuing awareness that there really is only one life, one love, one power, one source of all life. I call upon that knowing because it is in me. I am spirit created, spirit filled, spirit guided. And so is everyone in the sound of my voice. And we are drawn here today by right of consciousness for the unfolding of this experience. And I know it will be perfect. Everyone will hear exactly what they need to hear. And they will be able to say exactly what they need to say. We will be moved today. We will not leave here the same as we walked in, because Spirit flows through us. And so it is.
So it is.
Our readings. First one is from Harlan Ware and William Hornaday from the book Inner Light. With faith smaller than a mustard seed, combined with the techniques in Ernest Holmes' philosophy, we bought a house in Carmel, which was not for sale, from the profits from a house in the smog, which could not be sold. Remember, God is the silent power behind all things, always ready to pour into our experience that which we need. All the power of the universe is with you. Feel it, know it, and then act as though it were true. And that's from Ernest Holmes' Science of Mind. We're going to be playing with the order of service over the next couple of weeks, just because we get to. Who knows? So one of the things that's important for us is to have a meditation time. And there's all kinds of ways to meditate. What we've chosen this morning is one for your ears. So take a deep breath and get centered in your seat. And then take another deep breath and just listen. These will run about 5 minutes. This is not one of those 30 seconds, oh, I have meditated. No. This is enough time to really connect. So just listen.
Show the way, God, show the way. I want to live in such a such a holy place. You are sacred love, sacred love is all that you are. You are sacred love, God, sacred love is all that you are. Sacred love is all that you are. Sacred love is all that you are.
And this truly is the space that we live in. And now it is my great joy and honor to introduce our speaker, who most of you know, Reverend Debbie Putnam. Please come up. I don't do a lot of introductions. Who you are shines before you so much that I do not need
Put a more hat just in
to
case.
say. We're going to dance. There we go. I just had to wear it because, for so long we have celebrated Halloween, and I kind of forgot the whole thing of, oh, everybody could come in costumes until I thought of my hat. And so here I am in my hat. And you could always wear costumes next week. That would be absolutely delightful if you choose. What we have today is the celebration of the Day of the Dead. El Dia de los Muertos. If anyone speaks fluent Spanish, you can say that better than I. And this is an honoring of the honoring of the memory of our ancestors, but also an opportunity to welcome their spirit into our presence, which is an awesome thing. And I love celebrating let me put this down. I love celebrating the cultural and spiritual traditions from around the world. Do you all as well?
Yes.
I kind of thought so. It is so wonderful and so enriching, right? And yet, here I go into preparing this talk, and I'm thinking, we have done this powerful thing. Our community has come together and set its intention for rebirthing this center, for being birthed out of the ashes, the blessings of the phoenix. And by birthed out of the ashes, I don't mean, I looked this up just to make sure, because I don't want to put anything destructive out into the universe. It's not the sense that something was destroyed. The phoenix metaphor is often used as an indication of transformation, that there has been something that has come before, as it says in some of the 12-step programs, maybe all of them, take what you like and leave the rest. We bring things forward. We honor the spirit of what has gone before. And frankly, there have been people and energies and visions and dreams and building and so many things that have gone into what has created the Sacramento Center for Spiritual Living to date. I honor that. We honor that. That is a blessing. We carry that forward. And one of the ways we carry it forward is literally by having the altar to El Dia de los Muertos, which will still be here next week. You can bring mementos or pictures or look at others' pictures, share what you've got. Because this is something, again, that SCSL has done for many years. I don't know how many years, but it's something that I think Reverend Sharon probably brought. And you can see we have the beautiful artifacts and representations of this celebration that in this time that seems like a time of division in our world actually comes from a combination of the indigenous histories of Mexico and Latin America, Central America, those two in particular, but it is celebrated elsewhere. It's arisen out of that, plus the Spanish Catholicism, not instead of, but a coming together of these traditions into what is now known as the Day of the Dead. So, okay, stepping back for a minute. Here I am, ready to prepare a talk to inspire you, to say, here we go, we're going forward, and I'm looking to our talk notes and saying, I know, because I know my universe, right? The universe is going to deliver the perfect thing that's going to be inspiring and empowering. And I look, and I'm like, El Dia de los Muertos, really? I mean, I love the culture and everything, but how is this relevant? And you guys already got it. You're smarter than I was in that moment.
clearly, the metaphor of honoring our traditions, our ancestors, and bringing that spirit forward, the metaphor of empowering ourselves out of what has been in the past and what is coming from the future into our now. That is the perfect metaphor of, call it death and rebirth, call it the birth of the phoenix, the rebirth of who and what we are, is absolutely perfect for this moment. And you guys online, in the room, are amazing. What we did last week, coming together unanimously as a community, stepping out on faith to keep this Sacramento Center for Spiritual Living going, is huge. I am reminded of another metaphor. There was an Indiana Jones movie. I looked up the name and I don't remember it right this second, but it's the one where he's going after the Holy Grail, right? He needs the Holy Grail in order to save his father's life. He's got a great motivation. And he has to do 3 trials. And the 3rd trial is stepping out over the chasm. Don't worry, I'm balanced. For those of you who can't see me online, I was stepping out over into the air here in the center. He's stepping out, and he has to step out on faith. And many people have used this as a powerful metaphor for their lives, as sometimes we step out on faith because all of us know we didn't have all the answers that we want. We didn't have all the details we want. We didn't have all the finances we want. There's a lot we didn't know. And yet we made this choice. And so we have stepped out on faith knowing that there is a bigger power, that we are part of a one power. We are part of the power and presence of the universe. So I would like all of you to stand up if it's comfortable and look at somebody and look into their eyes and say, you did that commitment. I did that commitment. Whatever words you want to say, but like, we did that. Just say we did that. That's enough. Stand up, look at each other and say, we did that. We're amazing.
We did that. We're amazing.
Now turn to someone else and do it again.
We did that. We're amazing.
If you're online, do it at the computer or to yourself in the mirror or something. We did that. We're amazing. You did that. You're amazing. And this week made me take a step back. We did that. We're amazing. And as I've gone through my own personal journey around this transformation since learning SCSL, anybody going through any personal transformation around this situation? Is it only me? Oh, thank God. As I've gone through so much learning and growing so fast these past, I don't even know, has it been 2 weeks? Has it been 3? I don't even remember. I remember the first moment that I learned SCSL was supposedly going to close, that Reverend Sharon was leaving. I was in my kitchen. I wasn't at service that week. I was in my kitchen, but I have been attending online and whatnot. And in me, in my body, came this powerful no. Absolutely not. The Sacramento Center for Spiritual Living is not any single one of us. Not Reverend Sharon, not me, not Patricia, not any of you. It is not any single one of us. It is this community. It is an expression of the infinite. Fundamentally, it is all of those qualities of principle that come forward in this community. It is joy. It is love. It is sharing. It is collaboration. It is, again, community, harmony, peace. It is all of these things that have come together in what we call an organization. But at its fundamental roots, what we are all of these principles coming together to create a community of love and trust and growth. And clearly, we invited into our lives something different. We were at a place, and so did Reverend Sharon. Not in a bad way, like in a good way. We are all moving into this redesign that she talked about. So, I also realized a sadness this week. And that was really hard for me. I learned what I probably should have known, which is that there are some people who are so wounded by what has happened and by the abruptness, by feeling like maybe the rug has been pulled out under our feet, by this sudden shift, then they may not come back. They are grieving. And I don't know how to make that whole. It's not necessarily my job to make it whole, but still, it touches my heart, right? And then I had to realize that I feel wounded, that I felt wounded, and I had to acknowledge that. And I think that too may be living in the room. And so in this moment, there may be a part of you that, even though you're ready to move forward and it's great, has that wounded heart and has some of that grieving for whatever it was. And so I ask you to take maybe 1 minute just to drop into the space where that is, not with any story. This is not about, here's what someone did to someone, or it could have been, it should have been. This is actually just being with the emotion, with the feeling. This is an Eckhart Tolle practice, not just Eckhart Tolle, but yeah. So go into that quiet space and feel your feelings and allow that to be. I found for myself, when I stepped into the sadness and the grief without any story, without anything else, but just acknowledged, it was very healing. It was like I reclaimed a part of myself. And so if that is something that helps you and feeds you, I invite you to go to that place. Apparently emotions themselves are this chemical reaction that only take, I might get the seconds wrong, but like 45 seconds. Or maybe it's 25 seconds. And that is all an emotion is, and everything else is all the story that we build around it and keep reinvigorating the emotion. And so going back to that place, or going to a place where we just feel it, gives us the healing. And why do we start there, right? Aren't we all about going to, okay, well, we're rebuilding. We made this commitment. We're going to do this thing. So why would we start there? Reverend Patricia, famously in many, many classes, has said, you got to start near Chicago. Now, it probably took me 10 years to know what the heck she meant. I'm just saying, I can be very quick. But what she meant, what she was saying is we need to start where we are, whenever we are on our journey of transformation. If I want to be a millionaire and I'm making no money, I might not be able to get there from the feeling place, the energy of where I am now. I need to start where I am and be able to conceive of it and build. So she's saying, if you start from Chicago and you're trying to get to New York, great, because your Chicago is where you are. But if you actually buy a train ticket or a plane ticket from LA to New York, you're not going to get there because it is the wrong starting place. It is not where we are. And so starting from where we are, Patricia is actually going to talk about this profoundly next week as she begins her talks about the stages, the kingdoms of consciousness. So that's going to be awesome. But going back to our intention, I want to read to you something from my buddy, Ernest Holmes. When I was preparing this talk and got into the woundedness and the rebuilding of our consciousness, of our spirit, I went back to basics. I went back to who are we and what do we believe? The slide that Reverend Patricia had up there, for example. Who are we and what do we believe? And Science of Mind textbook opened to the chapter called The Law of Attraction. First of all, did you know that there's a chapter called The Law of Attraction long before The Secret and all that stuff? I may have predated Ernest Holmes. And he says so much in this chapter. I practically have it memorized because I keep rereading it. Suppose one wishes more activity in his business, in their business, more success, Every day they should see their place filled with people. See them looking at and finding pleasure in their merchandise. See them comparing prices and realizing that they are offering good values. See them delighted with the service they are giving. See them cheerful, beaming, expansive as they enjoy the atmosphere of this place. See the uplift which the spirit of this goodwill gives them. Make a mental picture of it all. We are dealing with intelligence, and we should recognize the power we are working with, realizing our oneness with it. And then we should ask for what we wish and take it. The success in business, the activity which we generate through the operation of the law, depends upon our ability to conceive. At all times, we are either drawing things to us or pushing them away. This is our business. This is our spiritual center. This is what we are growing in our lives. We may have things we're growing in our personal lives as well. And to learn more about that, I hear there's a class on mental equivalence that is starting on Wednesday, where there will be a deep dive into, I presume, actually creating your mental equivalent of whatever it is you're working on in your life. I'm making this up. Is that about right?
Yep.
That's about right. Excellent. So we start with the oneness. We start with looking at a world that looks like it is divided, and we know it works for everyone. We start by looking at a spiritual center, which seems like maybe it divided, and yet it is a spiritual center working for everyone. There is oneness, even when it appears to be division. We start knowing that there is one life, one intelligence, one presence, and one good. And that good is all that is happening right here and right now. And from there, we build our connection, our knowledge that we are creating out of the same power, using the same creative process that the universe does, that God does, because we are made of God's stuff, because that's all we can do. And so we are always creating. There is a power for good in the universe, and we can use it. So here's the thing. In this chapter, Ernest Holmes says, there is a power in the universe, and you must use it, because we're using it all the time. And so here we learn to make choices, to change our thinking, to change our lives, and make the choices that we choose. Years ago, when we were still at the Main Street Church in Orangevale, which many of you probably remember actually, I was going through a little bit of soul searching, and I wanted something different. I was having some issues. I didn't tell very many people about this, but I wanted something different from my spiritual center. I left for several weeks and came back. I'm very loyal. And I wrote this affirmation. So glad and so grateful I am part of the most wonderful spiritual community, a spiritual center that is thriving, growing, and expanding, where all people are valued and respected, where there is an abundant and overflowing consciousness of prosperity and worthiness, where I am fully loved and supported, and where I thrive, share, give, and receive, and enjoy an abundant life. In a minute, Corey is going to hand out index cards. You can hand them out now if you want to. What we're going to do is drop into the sacred space of our inner being for a couple minutes. And I'll ask you a few questions along the lines of, what is your spiritual community? What is this to you? What is spiritual community? What is the spiritual center? You can jot down a couple of words. You can put down an image, a color, a song, a sentence. It doesn't matter. We're going to collect them afterwards, and we're going to be praying on this as we start to build our absolute mental equivalent for what the Sacramento Center for Spiritual Living is and is becoming. I want you to know I have this on a little index card that I've had all these years. It's dated February 7th, 2021. All right. Close your eyes or go within, whatever is comfortable for you. In the infinity of life, where I am, where you are, all is perfect, whole, and complete. Right here, there is a space of creativity, of blessing, of power. Connect with that inner stillness, that inner being that is always the truth of your presence. And ask yourself, what do I see, feel, want in my spiritual center? What does it feel like when I go into my spiritual community, my spiritual center? What does it look like? What is most important to me? What are the qualities of the infinite? What are the qualities that are here, alive, in this place, in this community that I am part of? At any moment, you're welcome. I see people already are doing it, to open your eyes and take and write things down. I found this quote in Science of Mind, but it's obviously from the Bible. Prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. Remember, I love you, we love you, and we're glad you're here. And you are always, always, always in your rightful place, your exact right place, loved and supported and uplifted and connected by an abundant universe. Taking this into treatment. There is one infinite power, one infinite presence, one infinite mind. There is one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. I live and breathe and have my being in the midst of this abundance, created of an abundant universe. I am one with the spirit and presence of God. I am one with God, created of God's stuff. And this is true for each and every person in this room, each and every person watching now and watching later, each and every part and member of our community, whether they are here or not, each and every person in the world, all of our loved ones. There is oneness, and this oneness is what is happening now. This oneness is a surge of energy flowing as the Sacramento Center for Spiritual Living, knowing that whatever flows here also flows within each one of us, is a surge of energy and joy and health and love and wholeness and abundance, financial prosperity, happiness, connectedness in each and every one of our lives. Both the part of our lives that are connected here at SCSL and the part of our lives that are out in the world. We create and receive and live this incredible abundance of being, this incredible abundance of life, this evolving wholeness, this beautiful health and wholeness of our physical and energetic bodies, of our emotional bodies, of our whole beings, of our minds. We are one with God. We step forth in spirit, and spirit guides our way, uplifts us all the way, carries us, inspires us, makes us laugh, and we create laughter and love and connection and vitality in the lives of everyone we touch. We spread this goodness through the world. It is contagious. It is amazing. And we are part of this energy. I give thanks for all of this good, for all of the good seen and unseen. I give thanks for answered prayer, for the grace of the infinite. And I release this word into the law of being, the law that has so much power, all the power, that it creates universes and galaxies. It is magnificent. And it says yes and pours itself into this word, this and something greater still. And so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're still going to collect the cards at some point.
Actually, we are going to collect the cards. If you want to keep the card and copy it so you can take it home and write your own affirmations, we've got plenty of cards. But we're going to keep it so that we can know what kind of image you have for the center. It's information for us to build. This is our offering time. Everybody knows what to do. It's tax deductible. That's coming up soon. That's a good thing. Did you notice the tax code changed so you can take more?
No.
They've included more as a, if you do the short form, the standard deduction, there's more in there for charity. So, hi-ho. You can give here, obviously. You can send a check, obviously. We've got a QR code at the information table on a half sheet of paper. But basically, give with joy, give with gratitude, and we thank you for all the gifts that you give, time, talent, and treasure. And if you say your abundance affirmation with me, in consciousness of abundance, I give freely, knowing that I am freely given to. And I'm going to skip that one. This is our closing song. We are going out on a high note. If you know Michael Gott, you know it.
There was a time in my life that I had to do it all for myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can see got to let it all go. And this is what you have to say. Peace and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only for God. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life and my heart is open. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. Free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, I am free in the Spirit. Do you want to be free? Let me hear you say yes. Yes. Yes, I'm only here for
I think Delane was with me last night when I picked music.
Honoring our ancestors.
Honoring our ancestors. So, our affirmation. In the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. So, as we draw together, releasing all struggle and strife, we truly are free to live our best life, our most connected life. And I know we go forth and more than share it, we live this truth. As Emerson said, who you are shines so loudly, I cannot hear what you say. We shine this week. And for all this and more, I give great thanks. And so it is.
And so it is.